Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and you are watching My Peculiar Exotics. If you are new to my channel, hi and welcome. I make videos pertaining to the peculiar animals that I keep in my very own home. Today I am going to be rehousing 3 of my pet spiders for you guys. Today we have my Tillicatl Kallenbergi New World Tarantula Alvira that we will be rehousing, my Exinthus intermedia, also known as the Amazon Blue Bloom, and the jumping spider that I collected from the outdoors will also be getting a new home because she has been residing in a tarantula cribs sling crib for the past 48 hours until I could make this video. I did offer her water and a meal, which she gladly took, and so yeah, I'm excited to rehouse these guys for you guys and get them into new, bigger, and better enclosures. Sometimes you will notice that some of my spiders are pretty big compared to some of their old enclosures. I do like to let them grow up to the very point, meaning I will let them molt a few times in their enclosure and allow them to live in that space for a few months at a time, up to 2 to 3 months, just so that they aren't getting moved around a lot, they're not being stressed out. It is okay if you need to rehouse your tarantula, like say you set up your enclosure and you don't like how it looks and you need to take them out again. It's fine, they're not gonna keel over and die if you need to take them back out, redo something or whatever you need to do, and then put them back in there. So just so you guys know, it's not abuse and they're not going to die if you need to take them out. They do get a little stressed out about their house being torn apart if you have to take it apart to get them out, and they also get upset just because you're bothering them. So yeah, they're gonna get upset either way, but you know, the best thing we can do for them is to make it as at least the least stressful as possible for them so that they are happy, we're happy, everybody is fine, good, and yeah. So let's get started into the video, and yeah, let's get started. So today we're going to be rehousing a few spiders, and that is going to be my little jumping spider that I collected from outside. It looks to be a female jumper. I'm also going to be rehousing this beauty, my Amazon Blue Bloom Prada as well. And then lastly we have my Tillicatl Kallenbergi Alvira, and I'm a little nervous to rehouse her, but I have faith that everything will be okay. So with that said, I'm going to do a time lapse of putting together all of these enclosures, and then I will go ahead and do a voiceover so that I can explain everything that I'm doing. But pretty much I'm just going to be putting dirt in these enclosures, a hide, and a plant for each and every one of my spiders, just because they do make for great anchor points for webbing and they produce oxygen, so it really helps keep the environment of your tarantula or your spider's enclosure clean and good. So another thing I have is springtails. I have a bunch of springtails in here, and what springtails are is they are little microorganisms that like to clean up mold, poop, like anything that's in your enclosure that needs to be cleaned up. They're really good at breaking it down. I do suggest using these for your spiders enclosures, your tarantulas enclosures, your geckos enclosures, but other than that, they're really great. I wouldn't depend completely on these guys to break and decompose fecal matter, especially when it comes to the geckos or the amphibians, so make sure you are doing some spot cleaning as well with those animals. But with the spiders and the tarantulas, you're pretty much fine. You don't really need a spot clean unless they pooped in their water dish, which is something they like to do a lot. So you guys will notice that the first two enclosures that I'm going to be doing are set up much longer than they are as tall, and that is because they are for terrestrial tarantulas, which my Tillicottle Kallenbergi and my Xanthus intermedia are both terrestrial and could also be semi-fossorial tarantulas. So this is how you would set them up, is in a setup that is longer than is tall. And as you can see here, I am adding plenty of sphagnum moss, leaves, and coverage so that the spider has plenty of places to hide and feel secure while they're in the enclosure. Also, please make sure to add over half the enclosure with substrate for your terrestrial spiders, so if they want to burrow, they can. Now for the last one, it is for the jumping spider. So the enclosure is arboreal. It is taller than it is long, and so you will see I will be putting a plant in there and adding 2 different tall big leaves to add as anchor points for my jumping spider. And so yeah, and as you see, I just added all the spring tails. They are great for cleaning up after your tarantulas. If they don't finish up any of the prey left over, they can take care of that. It does help to spot clean as well. But yeah, that is how I went ahead and set up these enclosures. Okay guys, so this is the final look of the enclosures. As you can see, I dug out 2 entrances for Miss Alvira over there with the blue top. She is a bigger spider, and I have noticed that tarantulas do like options, and especially when it comes to having different escape holes per se, for when they need to hide, and it just makes rehousing a lot easier if they have plenty of coverage and plenty of places they can hide. So that is Miss Alvira's new enclosure. Here is Prada's enclosure, and yeah, it looks a little messy, but she has plenty of coverage. This live plant, I like the way it's sitting. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it'll grow much better at that angle. And she also has a little hole, a little den down there she can go into, but it's very secretive. I have noticed that she does like to hang out at the top a lot, and look how big she is. She definitely needs a new house. So yes, and then this is for the jumping spider. I decided to name her Priscilla, so that is going to be her name. This is what she looks like. And she's in here. You guys can see her. She's right there. So yeah. And this is her enclosure. Plenty of webbing points. I didn't really feel like going outside and finding a bunch of sticks like I did for these guys, which is fine. She will live without it. So yeah, those are the enclosures, and let's get to the rehousing part. Okay, so first up is my Tillicottle Kallenbergi Alvira. Now this girl is a little spicy, so be prepared. Now we're gonna put this lid just like this so that we minimize the amount of space she can get through, or at least like minimize the amount of entrances she can get out of. So now, as you can see, she's a really big spider, and yeah. So the first thing I want to do is let her know that I'm here, especially with this one because she's very reactive. I'm actually going to get back a little bit because she is kind of a spaz. So I'm just gonna, I just blew on her a little bit just to like let her know gently blew at her a little bit to let her know that I'm here. Okay. Okay, so she just went down into her hole like I expected her to. Oh. Okay. She just makes me really nervous because she's ran up my tongs before. I really don't want her to do that with me today. I don't need any surprises. Oh. So actually, I'm going to put the top here. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get that off my nails. Okay. Ooh, she's getting creepy. Here she comes, not minding her business. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna try and actually poke her out really quick. See if we can. Okay. Oh, she's kicking hairs. Okay. We're not too reactive. Now, what I want to do is guide her over here. Now, she didn't really like that cup idea, so you could say I could put her in a cup, but I'm going to see if, ooh, okay, never mind. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the cup over her quickly. Okay, she's kind of freaking out in there. She's mad. Now what I don't want her to do is to go back into her hole. So I'll just angle the cup this way. And tickle. Oh, yep, she's kicking more hairs. It's okay. We'll encourage her. She's sticking her butt up like that to make herself seem and look bigger because she's scared. Okay. Now I have faith that she won't go running somewhere. She doesn't seem like the type to bolt at the moment. Not saying she won't, but okay. So we got the really big spider in the cup. Look at her. She's really nice and big. And we will put her gently in here. Okay. And then we will take the lid and place it like so. Now I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to touch the front of her leg so that she will turn around and go the other direction. She could strike at the brush, bite the brush. We will find out. Now she's being really good, so not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Now I kind of want to guide her into her new hole. That will keep her from running out because it will provide a nice, safe, and secure space for her to hide and feel secure. Just like that. Awesome. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Probably have a few urticating hairs floating around. She's already starting to web up the entrance. Yeah, she's already starting to web up the entrance, that big old booty. Can you see the webbing? Yeah, she's good. She's happy. And see how it comes out over here. Very nice, very nice. On to the next tarantula. I will put water dishes in their enclosures here in a little bit. Just so you know, I do just clean out their old dish and stick it into the new enclosure. Besides my jumping spiders, I don't give them water dishes. So, just so you guys knew. Okay, so the next spider we're gonna do is my Exanthus intermedia Prada. So here she is. She's getting really big. She's molted in this enclosure about, I would say, 3 times? 3 times she's been able to molt. That's sometimes why I like to upgrade them into like much bigger enclosures, because they have plenty of time to make it their enclosure however they want and have a few molts before I move them again. So I got my handy dandy paintbrush, and a note that I did want to let you guys know, a good thing about paintbrushes and why I use them compared to tongs is they're much gentler on the spider's legs, especially when you're dealing with slings. I've seen people rehouse slings with tongs, and especially like the really little ones, like, you know, less than an inch per se. It's causes me a lot of distress, to be honest, because, you know, the metal is so much heavier than the little baby spider's legs, so it can injure them. So please don't stay away from tongs when you're rehousing unless it's a much bigger adult. They won't get hurt by the tongs, but especially when you're dealing with babies, even this size, I do recommend using a paintbrush, something soft, so that they don't get hurt. So let's get to it. So one thing I love about this spider is that even though she just moved and stuff, she doesn't really usually go anywhere, so. And I say that all about a lot of my spiders, and then they jump out. So, just gonna back up a little bit, and we will ever so lightly put the cup over her. Now you always want to set the cup down very gently. That gives and slowly, so that it gives the spider enough time to move their ligaments out of the way, so you're not squishing their legs. Oh, should not like that. Girl. She's really fast. Okay. Just gonna tickle her abdomen, these back legs a little bit. See, I'm just lightly, gently guiding her. I'm not pushing on her legs, I'm just tickling them per se. Now this is a bird-eating species, and that's why her legs look really long and almost gangly per se. Because she's gonna get really big. So that's her, and she's gotten really big since I've last rehoused her. Now I'm going to set the cup in here and then gently poke her down. Nice and easy, girl. And this is why it's so important to have lots of coverage, because then, see, she just went down into the hole the starter burrow per se that I provided her. I will go ahead and put her water dish in here. Put it up here. Probably clean it, to be honest, but yep, that's Prada. Look who's out and already exploring her new enclosure. I think she likes all that new room. Look how big she is. caught her crawling around a second ago. Wanted to show you guys. Oh, look how big that spider is. Ooh, there she goes. Yeah, right now she's just checking out the new enclosure. And this is what it looks like. They'll wander around for a little while after you rehouse them, just to check out the new boundaries and where everything's at, and to make sure the area is safe. But I always love it, and usually they'll go ahead and, you know, make their hide exactly how they want it. If they want to make it deeper, or if they want to move some stuff around, they can, and they will. So just thought that was really cool to share with you guys really quick before we rehouse the next spider. But yeah, look at those fangs. Fang shot. Okay, so next we are going to rehouse our last spider, and it is my little jumping spider, my little female jumping spider. Sometimes I just have no idea what I'm saying. It just comes out like blah, 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 blah. But okay, so here she is. This is the next one. Isn't she just a little cutie? She's just a little cutie patootie. I gave her a cricket, as you can see right over here, and she ate it. Now with these jumping spiders, don't be afraid. They are not very likely to bite you, and you can handle them, and most people do. I'll just show you how I get her out of my hand. She will most likely end up just jumping off my hand because she doesn't want to be held. So I'll just use this to get her out. Sorry. There we go. She just threw her arms up. Come here, little girl. Just like that. She just jumped in there. There she is. Little cutie pie. Her and her little booty. It's a very big enclosure, but she'll love it. She'll have plenty of room to do whatever. And most female jumping spiders, if you find them in the wild, they do come gravid majority of the time. So we'll see if this little baby will give us some more babies. There we go. There's her cute little face. These jumping spiders are super awesome. They are much more intelligent than the tarantulas. And whew, what are you doing? Caught her sneaking up on us. Sneaking. She was like over there. But yep, little Priscilla, their little booty. And that's her enclosure. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I am so grateful for all of your support, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. And to all the new people new to my channel, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel videos and everything else. It's greatly appreciated. Also, I do want to let you guys know I am going to be posting the giveaway here very soon. I don't know exactly when, but very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, friends, frogs, lizards, and spiders are your friends. Let's make a better world for them. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.